Hello and welcome everyone, Nicholas from Bicycle here, and today we're diving into the brand new and wild looking Colnago Y1Rs. What's new, how it differs from the V4RS, and if it's the right bike for you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and now without further ado, let's get started. Until now, Colnago and Team UAE have primarily used the V4RS, which is their lightweight all-round race bike. However, thanks to two specific UCI rule changes, they have now decided to add a pure aero road bike to their arsenal, the Y1Rs. The Y1Rs will not replace the V4RS, but rather complement it, and according to Colnago, is the fastest aero bike on the world tour. In theory, we shall find out. Colnago collaborated with top universities in Milan and Abu Dhabi to enhance their computational fluid dynamics modeling before actually developing the bike. And after extensive CFD simulations, wind tunnel testing, 3D printing and prototyping, they achieved a model said to be twice as accurate as the industry standard. With this new model, they developed a bike that requires 20 watts less than the V4RS to maintain 50 kilometers an hour and 1 watt less than its unnamed top competitor. Suspicious, outperforming it in all wind conditions. It maintains the same level of stiffness as the V4RS in the climbing position, but is 3.5% stiffer in the sprint position. So basically everything a sprinter needs in a bike. There are a few standout features that made this possible. For one, the tube shapes are significantly deeper as you would expect, especially in the head tube area and fork, but also slimmer. The frontal area of the bike, a major drag factor, has been reduced by 19% in comparison to the V4RS, which is huge, and mainly thanks to the bayonet fork. Seen on bikes like the Cervelo S5, this fork positions the steerer externally in front of the head tube instead of through the head tube. Speaking of the fork, the bike can hold up to a 32mm tire, which is 2mm wider than the V4RS, so we can probably expect to see this bike go up against Canyon's Aero at the Paris-Roubaix. To complement this bayonet fork and front-end aerodynamics, the bike is fitted with Colnago's brand new and most aero-efficient CCY1 wind cockpit, which is just crazy looking and resembles those on the Cervelo S5 and Bianchi Ultra. It features a foil profile and V-shape to optimize airflow and is said to be 16% stiffer than the unnamed reference competitor, both vertically and laterally. Again, this doesn't say much, but nonetheless, it is a cockpit that can keep up with the forces applied by sprinters. The front end then streamlines beautifully into the down tube, which features a curve and kink that hugs the front wheel for improved aerodynamics, and also integrated bottle cages that minimize the aerodynamic loss due to standard around water bottles. They could have gone a step further and also designed aero bottles, but the team did not want this and preferred standard round water bottles. Now the rear end of the bike is where things get very interesting. The seat tube seamlessly curves around the rear wheel, as almost every aero bike does, but it has been decoupled from the seat post. The seat post is basically built at an angle into the top tube, which is then coupled to the seat tube in a Y shape. Dubbed Defy, this design enhances aerodynamics and ride quality by increasing vertical compliance for comfort while maintaining frame stiffness. The downside, likely limited seat post adjustability. Also important to note that because of this shape, the Di2 battery is not in the seat tube, but in the down tube supported by the bottle cage. The geometry will also be more aggressive in terms of stack to reach ratio compared to the V4RS, and the head tube angle slightly steeper, so you will be seated in a more stretched out and aero position suitable for fast riding. Weight-wise, with all the aerodynamic enhancements and deeper tubes, the frame set comes in at 1,415 grams, which is 242 grams heavier than the V4RS frame set, bringing a complete Pro Team build to around 7.2 to 7.5 kilos in size M, depending on components and model, which is very decent for a pure aero road bike and on par with bikes like the Canyon Aero CFR. As of now, the bike will be available for purchase around March, April, and in 5 complete builds. Price-wise, it will start at 12,300 euros with a SRAM red group set and 45mm Vision wheel set. Very steep, but actually cheaper than many bikes out there with similar spec. For example, the Cervelo S5 and Bianchi Ultra RC. You then have 3 Dura-Ace Di2 builds with the Pro Team setup coming in at 16,200 euros with an NV SES 4.5 wheel set. The same used for the wind tunnel tests. Finally, what is a Colnago without a Campac group set? For a mind-boggling 16,499 euros, you can get a Campagnolo Super Record wireless group set with Bora Ultra WTO wheels. Prefer just a frame? Well, it will cost 6,700 euros, allowing you to build it with pre-owned components from bicycle.com. All in all, despite its radical look, this bike should shine for Team UAE in fast races. If you are looking for a bike that is stiff, aero and fast, but still somewhat comfortable and lightweight, this is definitely a top option. However, if you are not racing seriously, there are more affordable aero bikes out there. But you can never really go wrong with Colnago's craftsmanship and quality. For more budget-friendly alternatives, make sure to check out bicycle.com for pre-owned aero bikes and up to 70% off retail. Thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts about the Y1RS in the comments below, and until next time, peace.